Here's the truth nobody tells you about self-discipline. You've been doing it completely wrong. You think discipline means forcing yourself to power through when you're tired, stressed, or mentally drained. But what if I told you that the most disciplined people barely use willpower at all? They've cracked a simple code that makes hard things feel, well, not that hard. Let me guess. You've tried the just push through it approach. Maybe you set your alarm for 5 a.m. to work out, but by Wednesday you're hitting snooze. Or you decide to meal prep every Sunday, but somehow you're back to ordering takeout by Tuesday. Sound familiar? Here's why that happens. You're fighting your biology instead of working with it. Here's the game changer. Self-discipline isn't about willpower. It's about energy management. Think about it. When do you have your best ideas? When do you feel most focused? When do hard conversations feel easier? I bet it's not when you're exhausted at 9 p.m., right? The most consistent people don't have superhuman willpower. They just match their hardest tasks to their highest energy windows. That's it. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you a 3-step system that makes discipline feel almost automatic. Step 1. How to find your personal power window. And it's probably not when you think it is. Step 2. The one scheduling trick that makes your hardest task feel 50% easier. Step 3. A simple visual cue that keeps you consistent even when motivation drops. But first, let me prove this works with a quick experiment. For the next 3 days, I want you to pay attention to when you feel naturally alert and focused. Don't change anything yet, just notice. Maybe you're sharp right after your morning coffee. Maybe you get a second wind at 2 p.m. Maybe you're a night owl who thinks clearest after dinner. There's no right answer, just your answer. Here's what's wild. Once you discover your natural rhythm, everything changes. You'll wonder why you ever tried to force important work into your low-energy hours. So here's my question for you. What's the one task you keep putting off because it feels too hard? Keep that in mind as we dive into the system. Because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly when to tackle that task, and it'll feel surprisingly manageable. Let's start with step 1 is all about detective work. Most people think they're morning people or night owls, but here's what I've discovered. You actually have multiple power windows throughout your day. Here's how to find yours. For 1 week, set 3 random phone alarms, maybe 9 a.m., 2 p.m., and 7 p.m. When they go off, rate your mental energy from 1 to 10. Just a quick gut check. How sharp do you feel right now? Don't overthink it. After 7 days, you'll see a clear pattern. Maybe you're consistently at an 8 or 9 right after lunch. Maybe your brain fires on all cylinders at 10 a.m. The key insight? Your highest energy window might only be 60 to 90 minutes long, but that's your golden hour for hard stuff. Step 2. Treat your power window like a doctor's appointment, non-negotiable. Here's the mistake everyone makes. They save their hardest task for when they have time. But when you have time, you rarely have energy. Instead, flip it. Schedule your most important task during your power window every single day. Writing that report? Golden hour? Difficult conversation? Golden hour? Learning a new skill? You guessed it. I call this energy-first scheduling, and it's a game changer. Everything else, emails, meetings, busy work, can happen during your lower energy times. Here's the beautiful part. When you tackle your hardest task during peak energy, it actually feels manageable. You're not fighting uphill anymore. Step 3 is about staying consistent when motivation inevitably dips. Create what I call a power hour chain. It's dead simple. Get a calendar and put a big X on every day you use your power window for your important task. Here's why this works. After a few days, you'll see a visual chain forming. Your brain starts to crave keeping that chain intact. It becomes less about the task and more about not breaking your streak. But here's the secret sauce. If you miss a day, never miss twice in a row. That's the rule. 1 missed day is life. 2 missed days is a broken habit. The chain gives you something tangible to protect, and protecting a streak is way easier than starting from scratch every single day. Now, here's what's going to happen. Within 1 week, you'll notice the shift. That task you've been avoiding, it'll start feeling less like a mountain and more like a hill. Within 2 weeks, people will start asking what changed. You'll seem more focused, more reliable, more disciplined. But remember, you didn't develop superhuman willpower. You just stopped working against your natural energy patterns. So here's your homework. Pick one task you've been putting off, just one. For the next 7 days, track your energy and find your power window. Then schedule that task during your golden hour and start your chain. I'm genuinely curious. What's that one task you're going to tackle? Drop it in the comments. I read every single one, and I love seeing what people are working on. And if this system clicks for you like it did for me, hit that subscribe button. We're breaking down one impossible thing every week. And I promise, everything is simpler than it seems when you know the right system. You don't need more willpower. You just need better timing. See you in the next one.